kind of try out a bunch of ways and then figure out what works. Hi guys, I want to talk to you really quickly about how I meal plan. There's really no right or wrong way to meal plan. You just have to kind of try out a bunch of ways and then figure out what works best for you and your family. It takes a lot of experimenting to kind of come up with a system that you can stick to. So I want to show you my system. First off, and I'll talk about this a little bit more later, I don't really plan breakfasts and lunches. I tend to repeat a lot of the same breakfasts and lunches for myself. My kids are at school during the day, other than my youngest, who's simple and eats whatever I eat. And so I will pick 2 or 3 things that I like for breakfast and 2 or 3 things that I like for lunch and just repeat those. So I don't really change it up much. I don't spend a lot of effort or energy on those 2 meals. The bulk of my energy and creativity and cooking goes to dinners. So I want to show you how I plan out dinners for my family. I never, ever, ever cook 2 meals. I have people ask that right away. They're like, wait, if you're trying to eat healthy and be on an eating plan, do you like make food for you and then make something else for your family? And I used to do that in the beginning because I didn't know how to make it work for all of us. But I figured it out. So let me show you how I plan for dinners every week for my family. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is to keep things simple. Whoa! All right, sorry, getting crazy. Here we go. To keep things simple, I repeat a few main dinners every week, and then I just mix it up. So like, I know that once a week, we're gonna have some sort of big fancy salad for dinner. Either taco salad, Cobb salad, Cafe Rio style salad, steak salad, whatever kind of protein I've got. And I've always got some greens available and some other crunchy veggies and toppings and things. I can always throw together a big, awesome salad pretty quickly. I know that once a week, I'm going to do some sort of stir fry. And to change it up week to week, I change up the meats. So one week we might do chicken stir fry. One week we might do steak or shrimp or whatever. I change up the types of veggies I use. Sometimes I'll use fresh, like zucchini, squash, mushrooms, onions, whatever. Sometimes I'll just grab a bag of frozen veggies, stir-fry veggies from the freezer. I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of rice that I like to use, so I change up what kind of rice we use. And then the sauces and the seasonings, depending on what we use, we can change up the taste a lot. So we do that once a week usually. Simple meat and sides. Think something that you would get at like Texas Roadhouse, right? Keep it real simple. Your plate has 3 different sections. It's got a protein section, a veggie section, and a carb section. So I'll do pork chops, I'll do steak, I'll do ribs, grilled chicken, pot roast, whatever. And then some sort of a veggie side and some sort of a carb side. Veggies, like anything goes. Broccoli, cauliflower, cooked carrots, green beans, zucchini, whatever. And then I do a lot of potatoes, so I'll do a baked potato, or I'll make mashed potatoes, or we'll do sweet potatoes, or rice if I have leftover rice I want to use, or some sort of like a roll, you know, that, or a you know, probably not a tortilla with that meal, but you know what I mean. Pick some sort of a side, carb side as well. Mexican food we have once a week. We'll either do tacos, enchiladas, fajitas. And then I have a built-in day once a week to do leftovers for dinner. I often eat leftovers for lunch as well, but I feel like cooking the other 5 or 6 nights a week, we always end up with a ton of leftovers. And if I don't have that built-in leftovers day, then our fridge gets overrun with food. And we can't keep up, and then it goes bad, and we have to just throw it out. So once a week, my family knows we're going to pull out whatever Tupperware is in the fridge and eat it. And then the other 2 nights a week, so those are 5. Salad, stir fry, meat and sides, Mexican, and leftovers is 5 nights a week. And then the other 2 nights, I'm either going to do 2 dinners from my family faves list, which I'll show you right now, or if we're going to go out as a family or on date night or whatever, I'll do 1 from the faves list, and then I'll just know that we're going out to eat for 1. Let me show you my faves list. Basically, I got with my family and I said, hey, what meals do you guys like? What do you like to eat? What are all of the different dinners that I cook that aren't already included in those other 5 days? And we just kind of brainstormed a big list. Spaghetti, all different kinds of pastas, cheeseburgers, meatballs, breakfast for dinner, all different kinds of soups and sandwiches, chow mains, a bunch of different casseroles, some quirky stuff like stuffed peppers or kebabs or pot stickers, different kinds of pizza. My family loves to do pizza, so we do that a lot. And so I'll just pick 2 things off of this list and plan to make those. You might be looking at this list and being like, okay, pizza and pasta and hot dogs, like how do you do that and still stay healthy? It's all about tweaking. So like, I can totally have a piece of pizza. I just can't have 4 pieces of pizza. You know what I'm saying? I'll have 1 slice of pizza and a big green salad, you know, and drink a ton of water so that I am full and feel like I don't need to eat a ton of pizza. If I make one of these casseroles, like tater tot casserole, that I know isn't super healthy for me, instead of having a giant bowl full, I'll just have 1 small scoop, and then, like I said, I'll fill up on veggies, and find other healthier ways. Or I can do swaps, like when we do things like just little things here and there, and you learn as you go. With breakfast for dinner, if we're gonna do pancakes, I make sure that I do the Kodiak cakes because they're a little bit healthier, and then I just have either sugar-free syrup rather than regular, or I won't put syrup at all. I'll put a little bit of natural peanut butter and some fruit, like sliced strawberries, on top of my pancakes. If we're gonna do something pasta-based, a lot of times I won't do the actual pasta. I will make zoodles and have zucchini noodles with whatever kind of pasta dish we're doing. So you find little ways to swap things out and make things healthier as you go. So those are my lists. And then once I figure out the specifics, honestly, this is not fancy, you guys. I am not a fancy, cute person. I take a big Post-it note and I write down meals this week. I don't write down Monday this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, because that doesn't work for our lives. Sometimes we try to do whatever Mexican is on Tuesdays because it's Taco Tuesday, but if it doesn't happen on a Tuesday, it might happen on a Wednesday or Thursday. I also try to take into consideration meals that are going to use the same items, so that I can repurpose them and reuse them in 2 different meals. So for example, like we're gonna do taco salad this week. I don't know what day, but as soon as we do, then I'll come and cross it out because we did it. We're gonna do chicken and shrimp stir fry. We're gonna do steak and mashed potatoes and green salad. And then I plan to make extra steak this night because I know that in another night or 2, we're gonna have fajitas, and I'm gonna use that extra steak, chop it up, and use it in fajitas. We're gonna do a leftover night, we're gonna do breakfast for dinner, and then we're gonna do pot stickers. And I know that with my pot stickers, if I have any leftover rice from when I did my stir fry, I can use that for my pot stickers. And then I'll just pin this to my cork board where everyone can see it. And this is also the list that I use. I do this all during the weekend because I typically go grocery shopping on Monday. So once I have this list, then I will sit down separately and be like, okay, what do I need for taco salad? I look in my fridge, I look in my pantry, I see what I already have, and then I write down what I'm going to need to buy for each of these meals. Cool? And that's how I do it, guys. I know that was kind of a lot, sorry, but and this is something that has taken me a couple years to figure out, and this is how it works for me. For you, you might figure out a way to do something differently. Maybe your family has a different situation with working, or with a bigger family or a smaller family, or whatever. Maybe you go out more often because, you know, your work life requires it. Whatever it is, you can find a way to be healthier and eat healthier, and don't let your challenges become excuses why you can't. Take those challenges and head on and be like, okay, I'm committing to this. Nutrition is going to be 80% of my results, and I have to stick to it. Figure out a way to make healthier swaps. So I'm super excited to do this with you guys. Any questions, let me know. Bye.